Hey everybody, welcome back to Plum Figgy. This is Tammy. Okay, it's December 29th. It's getting sad. Oh, I'm so sad that this is almost over. Okay, so yesterday we did a winter themed collage, and now I'm thinking I should have switched these two because it's snowing outside. It's snowing really pretty outside today. I've been out to clear the driveway once already, but I'll have to go back out and do it again. Okay, so today I want to do number 29, use a bird as a focal point in a collage. So let's go ahead and cross that or check that one off. 29. Okay, so this one is just going to be a one-pager. We could... No, I don't want to put it there. Okay, so we've got a couple of one-pagers in here. We've got this one. I was being kind of picky on what to put next to that one, though. So I think maybe this one. Our focal point today is going to be, I love all four of these, but I really like this one the best, I think. And the colors I think will work well with this. So, sorry, I just finished eating some. Okay, so I think we'll do this as our focal point. And we're going to do just a little bit of mixed media today. This is something I don't do often enough, and I really should do more of it. And because of that, because of the mixed media, there's going to be wet media and things. I don't necessarily want to do it directly into my journal. So what I'm going to do is I pulled out one of the pages that we pulled out from the book, and I'm just going to cut this down just a little bit so it'll fit, and I'll do all my work on this instead, and then we'll paste it in. So, don't need this anymore for now. Well, let me double check. Okay, so there's that page. This one's a spread. I added a poinsettia to this. I thought it needed some more because when you pulled it out of there, it was kind of boring. So I added. That was just from another magazine that I was pulling stuff out of. So, yeah, I think what we have left is. Oh, I love this page so much. What we have left is just spreads, other than this one and then that other one. So. Alright, I think I'm going to be working on this journal a little bit more today. I'm going to do at least one more spread, so you might get 2 videos today. Actually, you might get several videos, because I still have videos to record for putting up on new stuff for Etsy. So, we'll see how much of that I get done. It's a bit dark in here. I try not to film too much when it's dark, but it's dark outside, I mean, so it's not as bright and sunshiny in my room as usual. Okay, so I'm gonna prep this, and we're just gonna get going. Okay, so I've prepped my page, and I also went ahead and tore this out from the sheet. It's gonna be a struggle today. And then inked around the edges. At this point, I do think I want to use this entire image because it's just so nice. And this is from Ephemera's Vintage Garden. If you're curious, I do have a link in the description box down below for all of the printables that I've been using for this entire December daily, if you'd like to go look at any of those. And then also, I had pulled this out as potential for background. So what I have in my brain is kind of a combination of this along with various other papers I might find in here. And then we'll go from there. So I think I'm going to go ahead and just start ripping these papers down just a little bit, and I want to get rid of my white edge here. I want to get rid of this. Actually, though, well, maybe this one. Okay, so as I'm thinking about this and I'm removing the straight line, I'm realizing literally every single one of these is going to have a straight line, pretty much. So I think because I have to have a rule, I don't know why, but my rule for this one is going to be all of these will be rough, torn edges, and then I'll just use straight edges on this. I don't know why. Arbitrary rules. Just because. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just keep ripping. And I'll rip these down even more as we go. But just kind of want some different shapes. I got some comments that I need to reply to from on YouTube. You guys, you're commenting, and if I don't reply right away, sometimes you'll get me when I'm already kind of on YouTube and just kind of not doing much, and so I might reply right away, but then a lot of times I don't. I kind of put restrictions on that for myself too, just like because I work in e-commerce, and Etsy is obviously an e-commerce business, and YouTube is obviously a online thing. I try to kind of limit my time in a lot of ways to not go overboard on that. So if I don't reply right away, don't be offended or anything. It's just literally me trying to keep my sanity and do non-online things for a while. So and I usually do reply to a lot of comments all at the same time if I got multiples. So anyway, I feel like you guys have been really awesome about commenting, and I love it so much. It does really help my channel to get more views, to have comments and stuff, and you'll hear all the other YouTubers say the exact same thing. It's the YouTube algorithm. But it really does help to have comments. So I'm kind of just looking for different color tones at this point. I want a little bit of white. I don't really want a lot of text, but stuff like this I don't mind. Or I do have some music paper down here, so I'll pull some of that out. This would be good. This would be nice. And pull some smaller pieces out. The lined paper. Okay, so I'd say we've got a pretty good variety here of things. Oh, I like this one. It's got some very faint. Honestly, though, you won't be able to see that after what I end up doing. So we'll save that for something else. I'm going to pull one more of these out because the back side, this is such thick paper. The tea dye didn't get all the way through, but so like the front side is really pretty tone there. So okay, well, this one wants me to pull it out. So okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and set that to the side. Pretty much what I'm just gonna do is start pasting things down and kind of build up a background layer with these two things. And I have a lot more of this than I have of this, and that's for a reason. For my glue today, I think I'm going to use some of this matte medium. I've had this for quite some time, actually. I don't know if it's even still good, but I'd like to get through this if I can. So I'm going to go ahead and just put you on fast forward, I think, and I'm going to look out my window and watch the pretty snowfall. Yeah, this is... Okay, there's still a bit left. And this is just an old cheapo paintbrush that I really don't care about. Okay, I can tell you already that I'm not going to like this matte medium, so I'm going to chuck this one. It's basically gone already anyway. And we'll go, this is from Hobby Lobby, super cheap. I'm sure I didn't pay even that much. It was probably a 50% off. But it's glue. It works. It's basically Mod Podge, you know. But oh, have I not even opened this? Okay. Hold please. I have another one that's already open. I'll use that one first. Okay, for real this time. This one I have open already. This is Liquitex. It's professional. It's matte. It's gel matte medium. So essentially, artist quality Mod Podge, I guess is how I would describe it. And then this one is quite a bit thicker, but it's perfect for when you want to use a brush like this. So, all right, I'm just gonna go ahead and fast forward through this. Okay, so I have pulled out my glass mat here because I just want to protect my other surface. Okay, so this is pretty well dry. It doesn't need to be completely dry. I'm going to be doing some more. But I've got what I really wanted, which was just bumpiness and layers. So for right now, I could leave it this way and just add the picture here, and I think that would be really cool. But I want my birds to stand out more, so I think I need to knock this back with a little bit of gesso. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna I want to get a baby wipe, just have it ready and handy in case I need it. I'm going to need it to clean my surface anyway, so do that. As I was putting the papers away, I found a little piece of that sewing pattern paper, so I just stuck that down on top too, because, you know, more texture. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'm just gonna, oh, I have a cut on this finger. Maybe we'll use this finger. Just add this to my finger, and that way I can better control. Oh. I was at the store yesterday and I should have gotten some more gesso. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, well, we're gonna do it this way because this is gonna take forever. Okay, and I'll just dip my finger into it like this. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of start in the middle because this part's gonna get covered up anyway, and I'll just work my way out. I want it to be kind of a soft effect, and kind of feather out to the outside. I don't know if I want to go all, well, I say that and then I'm doing it, so. But mostly I want to protect these papers from the wet medium that we're going to do next. So we're going to do some watercolors today, or something. I'm not sure 100% yet. I've got some other ideas too, so And remember, gesso always looks more opaque as you put it down, but when it dries, it's gonna dry a little more clear. So, okay, so yep, just kind of working my way out to the edges. I do want to preserve the different tones that I've got going on, which is why I chose that brown piece of paper for that other layer. So I don't want to get rid of that completely, because that's just gonna, you know, create more interest. Whoopsie. When you're working, and this is why I didn't want to do it in the book, because I knew I would have made a complete mess of the book, because I'm not always super careful when I'm doing this kind of stuff. Alright, so I think this is about where I want it to be. Just add a little bit more up here. And then go ahead and dry this. So I'm gonna clean up my mess here, and then I'll get this dry and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is dry-ish. It's dry enough. So that I think is gonna really help. Let this, yeah, that really helps. You can still see some of the brown tones, which is what I wanted. You can still see all the texture. So at this point now, do I put it straight smack dab in the middle? It's kind of like, that's a no-no, right? Up here, and then now I feel like I have to put something else down here. Let's do sort of in the middle, a little bit off center. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and glue this down, and we'll go from there. At this point, I'm kind of still questioning my idea and how I wanna do it. So. So as I was contemplating how I wanted to proceed, I was wondering if I should add some gesso around the outside edge to kind of blend it into the background or not. And I'm still not 100% sure how I feel about that. I do know I need to go get my clear gesso and put it over this, because I want to make sure and protect, well, when you add wet media to the gessoed parts, it's going to react differently if you don't add gesso to this too, and I don't want it to do that, so because it'll seep right into this paper otherwise if you don't do that. So okay, gesso around the edges or not. Yeah, I feel like I kind of should, so let's go ahead and just enough, and we're gonna very lightly blur the line here. Lightly, Tammy. It's snowier on this side. Maybe this corner too. Okay, let's let this dry. And in the meantime, I'm going to go get my clear gesso, and I'll just do a coat over that. Once this is dry, I'll do a coat of that. Okay, so we have a fairly dry piece. Now, honestly, I think this could be fine as it is, but I'm not ready to be done just yet. So what we want to do now is, let me see, what do we got? Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add some texture paste. I grabbed two different stencils. So this came, I don't know if you know, Michaels sells stamp sets, and they'll sometimes have a stencil in the back. And I thought this one could potentially be good, but then, oh, well, that might be kind of cool. I feel like I'm leaning on the tree idea a little heavy these days, but I kind of don't mind that. And then the other thing I thought was just bits and pieces of this one might be kind of neat. So I just picked this one up the other day, actually, from Hobby Lobby. They had them on sale, so I took advantage. That's another thing. I want to get more stencils. I don't have tons. I have enough, but they're not quite the kind that I really want to use, if that makes any sense. So anyway, all right, so we could do some of both, but I don't want to go too crazy. So the trees, I feel like that's an idea, but that's then introducing a whole new different element, a new living element, and it's a different kind of tree than what we've already got going here with the pine tree. So I think good idea, but not for this time. So I'll keep that for another time. And I'll just go ahead and start doing some stencil texture paste. What I have here is Bria Reese. It's a texture paste, but it's matte metallic, which doesn't matter really to me, even if it's still even usable. I've had this for so long. Hopefully it's still usable. And yes, I'm not good about cleaning my tools. Oh yeah, that's rock hard. Awesome. Well, that's gonna go in the trash. Good thing is I got these for next to nothing, so I'm not too worried about that. Okay, what else do I have? Let's see. Oh, well, this one's glossy, but we can work with that. Hopefully this one's not rock hard. I've had these for quite a while. Nope, this one looks better. Okay, so it's very thick though. Ooh, it's kind of like gummy. I'm gonna have to really use this. For those of you who have experience with this kind of stuff, if you add water or something, will it help? I don't want to ruin my... I need to put something below here. Let me put this. Okay. Get this straightened out again. And like I said, I don't want to go crazy with this. I just want there to be kind of a hint of it in different areas of the page. Okay. Well, I didn't do a very good job of that. Let me clean that off. All right, there's a little bit more there. Okay, so I think obviously up here we need some and position it in a way that's easy for me to work with here. So let's just do like this, and I'm trying to get it straight. And I think that'll probably be all of this that I want to do. I don't think I want a triangle of this, so. Alright, so let's see how I did on this one. I need more practice at this. Okay, that one's better. Alright, so let me get this off of here. So really cool. Yes. That's exactly what this needed. Okay, so I'm going to dry this. First I'm gonna go clean my stencil, clean my thing, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I messed up my video. I didn't know I was filming this. I thought I had turned off my camera. So what I'm doing here is I'm just kind of swatching out some different distress stains and inks that I found that I thought I'd wanted to use. So I put down Distress Stain Walnut Stain on that first one, which was the brown, and then the Iced Spruce on top of that. And then on this other one, I just started with the Iced Spruce and then went to a black ink from by Bria Reese, putting a little bit more of the Iced Spruce down now. And yeah, so just kind of wanted to see what the colors would end up looking like before I put it directly onto my piece, because I don't want to screw up my piece. So here is another color from Bria Reese, which was supposed to be silver. It's not anywhere close to being silver. And then now I pulled out a mica spray by Tim Holtz. And now back to our regular scheduled programming. Okay, so the colors that I used were Walnut Stain, Iced Spruce for this one with the brown. So this is the Walnut Stain, and then I did Iced Spruce. And these are Distress Oxide sprays. So they do react differently than the Distress Stains. They're more opaque, so they're going to lay on top of each other, and they're just going to react differently. So I thought I wanted it to be warmed up with the brown, but actually the combination of these two is not my favorite. So then I took just the Iced Spruce on the bottom as my base, and then I have this is a Bria Reese. It's basically a mermaid marker that you would find from Jane Davenport, but it's the Bria Reese brand, and this is just black, and so I just added a bit of black to that. This is a different one from Bria Reese. It's her silver, which I don't know why they call this silver. I don't know if you can see the color of this. It's definitely not silver. Now mine is old and it's been sitting upright like this, so like literally all the mica powder is kind of just stuck down here in the bottom. So it may not be as silver as it should be, but still this base color is not. So it's more of like a peach. So that's what this is. And then I did add some, I've got a bit of Distress Mica Spray, so I did add a bit of that. Okay, and so then what you've missed is I haven't done much. All I did was, I need to keep my surface clean or I'm gonna have a big mess. Okay, all I did was take some of this Iced Spruce and took the cap off and just, you know, dripped it down on there, sprayed some water, and just kind of had it move around a little bit. So at this point, I just want to kind of dry this, and then we're gonna go back and add some more color. So that's where we are. You're all caught up now. Okay, so at this point I want to add well, honestly, I feel like I need to add a little bit more Iced Spruce in some other spots, like down here along here, and maybe even all the way across up here, so we can have that dropping down, and actually across the bottom here. Okay, so now let's go ahead and add some water, and I'm just gonna let it kind of roam around the page. This is exactly what I want it to do. It's kind of just moving around, creating its own little rivers here and there. And yep, as it moves around, it's getting thinner and thinner, so it's kind of drying on its own. So yes, oh, this is what I love right here. Do you see this texture? It's gorgeous, and it's just paper and gesso and ink pigment. It's awesome. Okay, so we've got that. Now I want to add just touches of black here and there. We'll go ahead and add some at the top corner here, add some across the top here, a little bit down the side. I'm going to start there, and we can add more as we go, but I don't want to go crazy just yet, because you can always add more. It's harder to take it away. Yep, okay, so this is just gonna drip down. I've got my little rag here if I need to pick anything up. I want more up here at the top. Don't worry, it's a little dark and gloomy right now, but I'm gonna get rid of some of this. I just want it to create some more texture. Just like that. Okay, now let's go ahead and add some across here. And we can always add some more ice spruce. Sorry, I know it's kind of hard to see everything. Okay, so let's lay this back down. I'm going to take away some of this pigment here. Got it all over my hands. But that's part of the fun, right? You get to feel like a kid again. Okay, so I feel like we're losing our iced spruce color, so I kind of want to add some of that back in now. And just let that find the nooks and crannies and settle in, and then it can dry there. Okay, so I think we need a bit more up here too. Water going everywhere. Clean some of this up here. And just like we did on the side, I just want this to kind of find some of the nooks and crannies. Okay, got a little bit more here than I wanted. All right. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to dry this a bit, and then we'll do our next layer. Okay, so it's still a bit wet around the edges and delicate, so I don't want to do too much now. I don't know what this is, but there's some red happening in there. Must have been from one of my paints or something. So, okay, so as I'm looking at this, I'm wondering, sorry, let me get it in frame. As I'm looking at this, I'm wondering if I shouldn't do something about the dark edges around the picture. I feel like it's blending in a bit much with the rest of the background now, and if I shouldn't come back in with some gesso or something to kind of lighten that up. Which, if I'm going to do that, I think it would be right now. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm just going to lightly, again, just take a little bit of gesso on my fingertip and kind of work out kind of a border and see how that goes. The good thing is we can always cover it back up or do something with it to knock it back. Maybe it's not going to do anything. Kind of get rid of some of this red color. I don't know where that red color is coming from, but what I do. So let me try it with this wet. Well, it's adding more texture if nothing else. Maybe it's not doing what I thought I wanted it to do. But, and I kind of don't mind that there, so I'm going to kind of come down here and focus on this corner a little bit, maybe lighten this corner up a bit. And then up into here. Okay, well, feeling like it's a little bit of a muddy mess at the moment, but let's try that and see what it looks like dry. Okay, to be honest, I'm not sure it really helped a ton or did much of anything really. But okay, so at this point I want to get some of this mica spray down, and I feel like we need to warm it up just a bit. And I really liked how this is the tarnished brass. I really liked how that looked on there. This is the other silver mica spray, which is nice too, but I feel like this just adds another layer of interest. So I'm going to go ahead and put this down. Honestly, I don't know if I really want to move this around too much. I just think maybe it needs to dry in the little nooks and crannies like we've done already. So although adding water would reactivate some of the color that we've already put down, which might not be the worst thing in the world either. I get a lot in that corner up there. So let's see. I need to be careful as I pick this up. It's very delicate right now. Yep, that just totally reactivated everything else. So, okay. Let's do some half sprays. Or not. Let's do full sprays. I think I got a little bit too much on top of this little bird here. He's kind of fading away into the background. I don't know if I can really pull him back though. Get rid of some of this. Thank goodness for baby wipes, huh? This is doing what I needed it to do. And I'm pulling off some of my texture paste now. This is what I should have done before. I should have just come in and pulled some of this off. Okay. Okay, I think I didn't do tons, but I did enough where I feel like the birds are popping out a little bit more now. So I'm going to continue laying some of this down up here and just kind of building this up. I need to... And then I'll do that down here as well. So okay, so small little spray there, small sprays here, and then I'm gonna let this dry, or I'm gonna dry this, and we'll come back and see where we're at. Actually, I want a little bit more black along up here. Okay. Okay, everybody, so it's dry now, and as you can see, I decided it needed a little bit more, so all I did was mix up some white paint with some water, and I just flicked it onto here and created some snow. So yeah, I'm really liking it. I think it's really pretty fantastic. To be honest, it's not exactly what I had in mind, but I think it's still really pretty. If I was to do it again, I might probably not do as much of the pigment in the outer edges, maybe. I don't know. This is a learning opportunity, I guess. I don't take my criticism of myself as that I don't like it, because I really do. I really like it. I think it's really awesome. I like the dark edges, and then it's kind of getting lighter as you go in, and then that bronze, I think it just really adds a little extra something there. So, all right, so I do feel like, though, it does need a little bit more. What more means, I'm not 100% sure, but what I've got in my mind is a sentiment of some kind, but I don't know that I want to do these, because I think I want black background, so, or black as part of the sentiment. So I'm just gonna kind of lay some of these out and see how I feel about them. Let's see. So we've got dashing through the snow. Not sure I'd do that. Even like some of these stars just kind of thrown on here somehow might be kind of interesting. Let it snow, maybe. It's not quite as big as I was hoping. These are all very, very Christmas, and I feel like we're kind of outside of that point now. Winter Wonderland, maybe. Peace on Earth, Merry and Bright, Season's Greetings. Well, we've got Christmas here. Okay, so let me go back to my small talk occasions, and let's just see what we can find for Christmas or winter, maybe, here. So okay, so we're going from New Year's into February, and then Easter, birthday, 4th of July, summer, happy Halloween. Okay, so that's all Halloween. There's Thanksgiving, Christmas. Okay, Christmas. It's the most wonderful time of year. Might be kind of nice. Magic and Merriment is nice. Is that the last page? Okay. Magic and Merriment. It's the most wonderful time of year. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. All is calm, all is bright. Well, I think there's kind of a lot here. Okay, so what was the one that I was thinking? It's the most wonderful time of year. I want to pull out this Magic and Merriment and just kind of see how this looks on the page. I don't know if I want it or not, but we'll just place it there and see. Magic and Merriment. We could do one up there. And we could do like Winter Wonderland down here. Well, it frames it nicely. I'll give it that. But I don't know if I love the sentiment. I like the black. I do like that. Okay, so we still have these, which could be nice as well. So, sorry, my kitten is getting into a plastic bag that I need to take downstairs. So, okay, I'm going to put these back on my sticker sheet. And we'll remember them. I don't know if they're going to work though, so. Well, it is snowing outside. I looked at the forecast and it said 4 to 7 inches. I'd say we're at least 4 or 5 inches right now. It's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and it said it's gonna snow until like 8 p.m. tonight. So, yikes! I don't know if I like it. Okay, so what we could do is peace, joy, wonder. All right, I'm gonna just cut these out and just kind of see how I feel about them. I'm not sure. Could do peace and joy. I like wonder. I need to look through the camera because I don't know. It's awfully dark. You know, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm being very picky, and I can't make a decision right now. So that's where I'm at. Okay, so I do like these little stars, or no, it was these. I like these little stars. I'm just afraid if I put something down, it's gonna ruin it. I don't want to ruin it. Okay, so let me, oops. I've got these as well. These are not anything to do, they're metallic stickers quotations, and they're in both black and white with gold foil. These have nothing to do with holidays or anything, but maybe we can find something that's, I'm getting too hung up on the actual words, but, oh, okay, so I guess we've got gold letters or white letters. Or maybe this is silver. See possibility everywhere, this happy life, explore, dream, discover, do small things with great love would be good, collect beautiful moments would be nice. Okay, I'm going to get these off of here. Let's take a look at collect beautiful moments. Let's see what that looks like down. Yeah, see, I like that better. And then I could do like a little cluster of these little stars, mostly up here, and maybe 1 or 2 down here. So how many of these do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I could do 3 of them up there and then 2 of them down here. Oh, we've got some more. 6. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna stick this down. Okay, well, we've got a few cute little stars kind of splattered all over the spread. I ended up using all of them. I like the little cluster of them up here in this corner. Kind of brought your eye over here and then down here. So at this point now, I feel like it's ready to go into the journal. We do still need to do our number and date. Maybe I'll do the date now. Okay, so where shall we do the date and the number? Two and 9. Okay, we have a 29. I half thought maybe I should do it in like a gray stamp so it doesn't show as much, but then at the same time, I think it's a nice balance of this black here. So I'm actually good with the fact that I used black in the end there. So okay, so let's put this away. Oops. And get my date stamp out. What is today? December 29th. Oh, funny. I keep doing that and I don't mean to. Okay, so December 29th. Now I'm trying to decide where that should maybe go. Could put it there. I could put it there. I could put it here. I don't really want it up there. I think that would be too much. So I think I'm just going to put it right there. And it'll become part of this little... Let me do it twice. There we go. Okay. Well, I think we have another spread. I think, though, I want to do a little bit more with what we got going on here. So, but let's paste it into our journal. Now, where was the page? It was further back. There we go. Okay, so it doesn't really match with this page too much, but that's okay. It's fine. Let's just take a look at that other page just to see. It may actually work a little bit better with this one. Yeah, I like it better with this one. So we'll go ahead and put it here. Okay, guys, now that it's in the book, I love it so much more. I think having it next to this other page is really, really nice. Yeah, I really like this. I like how it turned out now. Okay, so my thinking on a tab was I thought maybe it needed a little bit more color. And I pulled out this ribbon, which is kind of like a aqua green. But the problem is I would have put it on this side. I don't want to cover up necessarily all of this down here. I would have done like a ruffle, but as it is now, I just don't think it's going to work, which is fine. The only other place would be like up here, and I just don't think there's, or even down here maybe, down here. But I just don't know that it'll work on this page. So we'll save that idea for another page, and that's fine by me. Like I said, this journal is getting a little bit chunky. But okay, well, there we have it. I hope you enjoyed this one. This one was definitely a little bit different. More along the lines of some of the things that I'd like to start doing more of. But yeah, it's all nice and sparkly with that mica spray, and just really looks nice, I think. So, okay guys, I will see you later. Bye.